Alright, hi people, it is Chase here, and I'm here to do an unboxing review for you guys today of the Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger, Gokai Tsuiker unit, or Tsuiker unit, as it's also called. This was a thing that appeared in, I think it was a movie? Last year, I think, or no, maybe it was, no, actually no, it was a TV special, I believe. Where the Gokaigers, or at least some of the Gokaigers and some, I think it was some other past Sentai heroes as well, crossed over with Zenkaiger, I believe. I need to actually watch it, but yeah, it was a crossover special with several of the representatives of the teams from Gokaiger to Zenkaiger, I believe, or Gokaiger to whatever was before Zenkaiger. I'm not up to date on that, but yeah. And in the special, there was a new invention for the Gokai Cellular made by, I believe, one of the characters from Zenkaiger. That would allow a Guy to transform into the various 6th Rangers and extra Rangers after Gokaiger, because the Gokai Cellular was only developed for the first 35 teams, although, granted, he has transformed into other Rangers that he technically shouldn't be able to because he doesn't have the buttons for them in the past in Gokaiger, and I think maybe some of the movies and specials that he's been a part of, so yeah, I don't know. I like the logic. When there needs to be a new toy, they'll do something about that in universe, but when there doesn't need to be a new toy, But yeah. So this will work, I believe, only with the new memorial version of the Gokai Cellular. So if you have the original version of it, well, you're kind of shit out of luck. So, yeah. And then also, this is partly why the Zenkaiser key was included in with the Memorial Gokai Cellular. But yeah, this comes with the Tsuiker units. I call it that because I'm pretty sure that's closer to what it is in regards to pronunciation in Japanese, as well as an extra stand piece to go on that, and then also some extra 6th Ranger keys. So yeah. So at some point soon as well, there's going to be a review of the next Memorial Ranger key set for every team ending in the number 6, which also has the which also has the what was it? Was it Zenka? I don't. Why can I not remember the team name? Dawn Brothers. There we go. It'll have the Dawn Brothers key set as well. So yeah, and then I hope that they release more Ranger keys. But then after that, we won't have another Gokaiger Memorial anything until I think it's May or June, when they'll release the Gokai Gun and Gokai Saber combo thing, which as well as just the Saber by itself, which will also have the metallic, or re-release the metallic versions of the Gokaiger keys with the flip action gimmick. So yeah. So that'll be interesting. I don't know when I'll get that key set. I imagine it's going to ship out soon, though, because there are videos of it on YouTube, just like there are videos of this on YouTube. So, yeah, and I think I'm one of the first bunch of people that actually got this. So, yeah, the other videos I think are from people who live in Japan, so, yeah. But let's get to this finally. So, we got the box, which matches a lot of the other Memorial stuff, mainly the Gokai Cellular, when that came out. You got the Gokaiger logo up in the top left corner. Toei Company approval thing right there. Bandai Namco logo. You got Gokai Silver right there holding the Gokai Cellular with the Tsuiker unit attached. I think that's the name of the thing. You got Bandai logo right there. I think some legal stuff. Hold on, just some warning stuff in Japanese and there's English ones. That's nice. And then on the top, Gokai Tsuika unit. So yeah, just to transliterate that. So then on the side here we have the 6 Ranger keys that come in this, I believe. If not, I think it's all of them. Because, yeah, there's only like 6 that come with it. So this is all of them from, it is, or is it Zyuohger? Yeah, I think it's Zyuohger to, right before Zenkaiger? Kira Major? Is that the one before Zenkaiger? But anyways, yeah, or actually, right, Ryu Soldier, oh, okay. Ryu Soldier, I believe, is actually before Zenkaiger. So, from Zyuohger to Ryu Soldier. So, yeah. Then we got just a picture of the Gokai Cellular with the Tsuiker unit, which is actually nice. Surprised that they're not doing a like double pack version of this with both in one in redesigned packaging. So, yeah. So on the back you got the Gokai Cellular again with the Tsuiker unit attached, just the Tsuiker unit, and the 6 Ranger keys that come with it, and then some warnings and legal information and whatnot. So that's actually really nice. Let's get this out of here, and we got the warning, or we got the instruction manual, and that was actually pretty easy to remove. But yeah, so this is actually really cool. Let me get this manual out of this bag. Do what you want. Okay. Can't tell. I think that this is the start, because right, the flip left to right. So you just got a bunch of stuff. Can't read Japanese for the life of me, so yeah. Got a thing for the keys to show off the flip gimmick, and then the Tsuiker unit itself, the attachment thing, and then the buttons. Which the buttons, for the most part, from what I've seen, and actually I'll get to that in a bit. Let's just not waste much more time. So showing off all the button combinations you can do, I think they're basically the same as the original Gokai Cellular. I'd get out the manual that I have from the Memorial Gokai Cellular, but it's in a box waiting to get moved. So yeah. So then showing off what you can do with the Gokai Cellular and the Tsuiker unit specifically. I'm sure, like Josh from Moving Right, or from Tucker Topics will do a much more in-depth like review and everything than I will for this. So yeah, I plan to do like a big follow-up video on a bunch of the Memorial stuff soon. So it's like, yeah. So you got the button. I think, yeah, there's extra like sounds for some of these Ranger teams that can only be unlocked with the Tsuiker unit, but I believe we're programmed into it, into the Gokai Cellular. So yeah. So you got all that, and then more stuff. I like how that looks like. That seems like a silhouette kind of Zenkaiser. So yeah. You just have all those things. Stand as well. And then the back just to show the batteries basically and the on-off switch, it looks like. Or actually, maybe this doesn't have an on-off switch. Okay. But we got enough of that. So let me just show this. Right. One second. Yeah. Trying to think, how the hell do you get this back part off? Or do I even need to? Okay, so that's interesting. So it activated gold mode rather than... Oh, okay. Okay, so that's just a snap thing on... Okay, that makes sense. They gotta make sure that kids can be able to play with these, so... I hate this. I hate this. Slows down the review immensely. But granted, also, I don't plan on editing this shit, so... Okay. So it doesn't seem like there's an on-off switch on this. Just a pull tab thing. Okay. But as you can see, it takes 3 regular watch batteries. Just like the Memorial Gokai Cellular itself. So I guess that just activates Tsuiker unit mode, which that's actually just interesting. Oh my god. I saw this on a video, I believe it was, wrong. Won't buy it. But it basically, yeah, it's either as tall or almost as tall as the Memorial Mobiret now. That's funny to me. Yeah. So then it comes with this stand piece, which just take this off if you want to display it with the Tsuiker unit. It's now able to, which, just try and put this in frame for a second. So that's actually really interesting. So yeah. So now we have the extra Ranger keys that are in this in no particular order. I believe this is Kirame Silver, which honestly just looks really cool. This was actually shown off in the crossover special, I believe, as well, that the Tsuiker unit comes from. So, yeah, I think the sash is a different color than it was in that. But yeah, I like the detailing that they put into these memorial keys. Just even the regular keys, non-memorial, non-deluxe versions, they put a lot of detail into them. Like they got his helmet looks really cool. They got the sash. They got a lot of the detailing pretty well done, honestly. Or now, Kira Major was before Ryu Soldier, I believe. Maybe? Maybe not. But yeah, just put them next to Kirame Red. It looks really good. They look really good next to each other. And Silver just has a really nice amount of metallic paint put on it as well, similar to Gokai Silver's, the new version of the Gokai Silver key. Just nice, like, metallic paint for the silver. So yeah. And because these are the new keys, they can flip. And then let's put them in the Mobiritz. That only says a few things. Now let's see what happens when you put it in the Legend Mobiritz. So interesting. Okay, so put it to the side there. And I have Juo World, or Juo the World, from Juoger. And this actually is another nice looking Ranger key. I think a lot of these suits translate well to Ranger key form, and they put a lot of effort into representing them. Here he is next to Juo Eagle, I believe. So, yeah, just right next to each other. That's going to be really cool. And whenever they, hopefully, whenever they put out, like, full Ranger key sets for a lot of the other teams, like they're doing for every team that ends in 6, I think that would I hope that'll be really cool, and that'll be next to each other. Granted, though, probably going to get another 6 Ranger key for Juo of the World and another Juo Eagle key, like they're doing for the set that's coming out that I mentioned earlier. So, yeah. So again, flip gimmick. So yeah, always got to do that. Okay. Yeah. So, and I just noticed this. The gold and silver paint that's on Juo of the World is metallic, which is nice. So, this is from this is not Cure Major. This is I forget what this team is called. I need to watch more like post Gokaiger Sentais and pay more attention to the names and everything, because I'm out of the loop on a lot of that stuff. So yeah. But putting them right next to each other, good amount of detail in both of them, honestly. I think this is Hollow Soldier. Right? Yeah, because it's not Ryuso Gold and it's not Lupin X or Patran X. So yeah, but they both look good. They both have a good amount of detailing and everything, and this is a nice, like, navy blue kind of key. So yeah, I like the way that it looks. Q Ranger. Alright. So Q Ranger, put it in the Legend. That's interesting. So it has a similar enough key to Goggle 5 that the Legend Mobiritz thinks that it's a Goggle 5 key. Okay, that's interesting. Then we have Ryusou Gold from Ryu Soldier, which granted most of his suit doesn't look to be gold, but yeah. So it's translated well to a key, definitely. There we go. And I have the Red Ranger right next to him as well. You just compare. Obviously, they didn't have to change too much in regards to paint apps. Just change the color of the paint apps, and then add on more for down there. And then also change the helmet. But these keys always turn out really good because they actually put a lot of effort into them, which is it's really good. And it's something that Hasbro could stand to learn from Bandai Japan. I'm honestly really surprised Hasbro hasn't tried to reboot the Ranger Key toy line at all to cash in on the popularity of the Japanese ones. Okay. I just wanted to get that sound because I forgot. Right, it says Dengeki Kai or Dengeki Tai, however it's said. After it says the team name. So yeah, then we have Patron X. I think this is because the whole police gimmick. Yeah, so you see the label right there. But yeah, nice, shiny and metallic gold key, which is really nice. So much detail captured from the suit, it looks like, on here. And to compare it to the gold from Zenkaiser, it looks like a slightly brighter gold, or maybe more muted. I don't know if necessarily it's gonna show up on camera, but the gold it looks slightly different. The gold on Zenkaiser looks like a deeper or darker gold than this has, which is interesting. The only thing that isn't necessarily all gold is on the hinge. For Zenkaiser, it blends in better, but for this one, because the gold is a different shade than the hinge right here, it's basically it sticks out like a sore thumb in front of your eyes. Yeah, so you have the flip gimmick. Oh. I think I said that right, that it was Patron X. Interesting. So the Legend Mobiritz thinks that it's a special edition Go Busters key. Nice. So we have the last with Lupin X, which, yeah, you can see the logo right there. And flipping it open, nice metallic silver to compare it to Gokai silver. It's pretty much the same shade of silver. Similar detailing in some places. That looks really nice. I completely forgot to get the Red Rangers from the respective series to compare. Yeah, these look really nice next to each other. as you can see. These just look so good next to each other. Genuinely, it's really cool. So yeah, it just looks so good. And so I just thinks it's a regular special ranger key. So that's it for those ranger keys. I'm just gonna throw Zenkaiser in here because why not? Was Cure Major before Rear Soldier? No, it was after. So yeah. So we just have all of those right next to each other. And now we get to the main event, which is the Gokai Cellular. Geo of the World. So yeah, as you guys can no doubt tell, where's the button to eject? The thing activates the extra sounds that are programmed into the Gokai Cellular. And the way that it does that is that there's I think it's an IR thing, where this detects this when you plug it in. And yeah, it just activates that, and it sends an IR signal through it into the main Gokai Cellular to activate these various noises. So yeah. Hold on. 1 second. Alright, I think I left off with Lupin Ranger. Now for Alpha Ranger. So that's actually a thing to know, because I had to pause the recording, because my camera was almost out of batteries. If you leave this plugged in for too long, it won't be in the mode to recognize it and read the inputs from it. So yeah. And I didn't take too long of a break in between when I paused the recording and when I got back to it. It's just, yeah, it was probably like 20 minutes I passed, maybe. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Alright. I didn't even know we did that. Okay. So I'll just redo some of these in a moment. Okay. Tokuger. So I guess it's randomized. Okay, so I guess I don't have to do that for every one of them. And then we have Zenkaiser, which there are some extra sounds for this one, definitely. I guess I won't get it through those randomized sounds. Don't know how to get them. In another video I saw, there were voice lines, I believe from the special, for both Guy and the chick he was with in that part of the special, who used the Gokai Cellular to transform into a female version of Zenkaiser, because she had the Zenkaiser key. But yeah, I guess I didn't really take a good look at this when I had just put it on here, but following in the fashion of the previous 12 buttons on here, at least I think 12, that's 5 times 3, so 15. 15 buttons. This is just 12. The order of which that the helmets of the Rangers are placed on the key on the keypad makes no sense. But yeah, but this does act as a new version of this in some ways that you can do. I guess. So I guess I have no idea how to do the button combinations, but you can redo these or you can use these similar to these. Must be in the alternate mode, but you can use these similar to these for button combinations and stuff. But yeah, so that just gives Gokai Silver the extra 15, or 12. I'm an idiot. The extra 12, 6 Rangers, I guess, that have come since. And for some reason, they did they did 2 different ones for Go Busters, having Beat Buster and Stag Buster be their own things, rather than having it, I guess, be given to another team. But yeah, so again, there will be more in-depth reviews than I'm able to give right now in regards to the Tsuika units, as I guess it's called. This is actually interesting. It's a dumb gimmick, but it's the right kind of dumb, at least for me. So yeah, you get 6 extra 6th Ranger keys. You get the Tsuiker unit itself. You get the larger stand thing if you want to have this be with the Tsuiker unit attached for display purposes. and everything. So yeah, it does cost a little bit too much, I think, for what it is. Because I'm pretty sure it was just about as much as the Gokai Cellular, but the Gokai Cellular does more. I can only think that the price goes into the Ranger keys and how well that they're painted and everything, and decaled and everything. So I don't really know, honestly. Just to show this off, because I did do it in the Gokai Cellular review, but Tsuiker. So I'm an idiot. I kept calling it Zenkaiser, but I was just like, in the back of my mind, I was just like, wait, that's not right. But I couldn't really place why. That explains why it was Tsuiker, not Zenkaiser. But I'm an idiot, so I'm correcting that now. But yeah, so overall thoughts is that it's fine. It's a little bit too expensive, in my opinion, for what it does, and what it's for and everything. It's not bad, and for what it is in regards to the Gokaiger stuff, it perfectly makes sense to have something like this for the Gokai Cellular, because unfortunately they couldn't really do what they did for the Mobiritz and just have a new version of it with, technically this is a slightly larger scale, I think, to accommodate the new sound chips and everything. A slightly larger scale for it, and a new sound chip, higher quality sound and everything, and then just program in all of the different Ranger key things, the new Ranger key cuts from Kyoryuger onwards. Although if you count it before Kyoryuger, what is it? Akiba Ranger keys as well on. I think did Akiba Ranger debut first, or was it just, or did Kyoryuger debut first? Either way, I think they debuted the same month, but I can't remember which. I don't know which one did it first. But anyways, yeah. So, and then just have like new sounds recorded by the original voice actor, who was the narrator and the voice of the Mobiritz and Gokai Cellular and all the weapons and everything from Gokaiger, and everything. So what they did is they kept a lot, if not all, of the original sounds from the original Gokai Cellular in it, and then programmed in a bunch more. They basically reused a lot of the sounds from here. Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't show off all the sounds it could do. So yeah, and I think. So yeah, that was the rest of the teams that were on there. Can't wait for a future version of this thing where everything's basically the same, only they replace either Beat or Stagbuster with a different 6th Ranger. But I believe that that's even a different Go Busters recording than what is in the Mobiritz. So yeah, just hear it one more time. Yeah, that is a different Go Busters recording. You can tell by how he inflects on certain sounds. And then the Legend Mobiritz. So yeah, So it's interesting. Now we have like 3 different recordings of the voice actor yelling "Go Busters" between the Legend Pirates, which I'm very certain that he did do a recording for, but they didn't reuse it for in the Memorial Pirates for some reason. The Memorial Pirates, because if you didn't hear it properly, listen really closely.
Go Busters!
Yeah, he has a slightly uses a slightly deeper register for that recording, and he just says "Go Busters!" Like raises it a little bit in regards to the recording, and then drops it for Busters. But here, it sounds similar to the Legend Mobirate recording, and sounds more in line with the rest of the recordings, I think. It's really weird how they had him record, or they had him re-record the Go Busters call, considering they already had a recording of him doing it from 2012, I think that was, or 2013, whenever he originally recorded it. Whereas I'm assuming they just reused the sound record, or the original recordings from, I think, it had to have been, the Zyuohger episodes with Gokaiger, where they used the teams from between them and Zyuohger, to show off the new Ranger Key toys and everything that they were doing at the time for the Legend sets. But yeah, so I just assumed that they were reusing those recordings. That's how I had the voice actor do. But yeah, it's interesting that there's now 3 different variants of the Go Busters call. But unfortunately, unlike in the new Gokai Cellular and Memorial Mobiles, the Legend one is really compressed and higher pitched because of the sound chip. So yeah, but overall, I think that this is good if you want it. If you don't, I don't blame you for not getting it, especially when it's a little too expensive, like I said, for what it should be. It's kind of like the maybe the Zap Megazord, the Zap Mighty Morphin Megazord versus the Zap Dragon Zord. Kind of, but the Zap Dragon Zord is also like $30, a little bit over $30 less than the Zap Megazord, so I don't really know. It's still like between $150 and $200, I think. I really don't understand the price. Granted, that could just be To Collectibles pricing, but so they can make a little bit of a profit off of it. But I don't know. It's just really stupid for the price to be the same as or around the same as the Gokai Cellular. But yeah. Meanwhile, we have all these keys. Expect, though, if they do more multi-packs of Ranger key or Ranger teams in key form like this, like they're doing with the Dawn Brothers set, that they'll redo the 6th Rangers and extra heroes and everything. I'm really curious as to how they'll handle Kyoryuger and Q Ranger, because those both had up to 10 Rangers, I believe, in both those teams. So yeah, maybe 11, because I'm not sure if Death Ryuger / the Kyoryu Navy counts as 11 or not, but whatever. So yeah, but do expect that most of these keys will be repeated if they do sets like that. So yeah, it's probably why they didn't include all of the 6 Ranger keys from between Gokaiger to Zenkaiger. Because it really I think they're waiting to do a set like that, but we'll see what they do in the future. I honestly wouldn't mind getting more sets, like if they did like 3 or 4 a year maybe, or however many they do for the multi-team packs and everything. I wouldn't mind getting those, like 3 or 4 of those a year. Which, granted, though, that would probably get through them all, because the Dawn Brothers set is, I think, 5 Ranger teams in one. Oh, 5 G Ranger, Hurricaneger, Go Busters, and Ju Oger, or not Ju Oger, Dawn Brothers. So yeah, it's about 5 in all, or 5 for that one. So they do 5 more. Yeah, they could easily knock those out in like a year, maybe 2 years if they stretch it. But yeah, so yeah, I fully expect them to do more team packs. But yeah, so I got to wrap this up because the camera's running out of battery again. So guys, yeah, I recommend it if you want it. I don't blame you though if you don't get it. But yeah, next Gokaiger thing will be the memorial set for Dawn Brothers and the other teams. So yeah, and then after that, Gokai Saber and Gun. So it's gonna be interesting. So yeah, but not much else to say. So links description on my shit. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one.